Hello, everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something we literally take for granted every single second of our lives, our blood. But we aren't pulling out a standard microscope today. Instead, we're going to explore the fascinating life cycle of blood through the lens of traditional Chinese medicine, drawing directly from the amazing insights over at Ternal's TCM hub. It's a completely different way to view the human body's most vital fluid, taking it from a simple physical liquid to a foundational energy source. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our agenda for today. 1. The vital substances. 2. Formation, producing the blood. 3. Metabolism, renewal and transformation. 4. Circulation, flowing with qi. And finally, 5. Harmony and vitality. Starting with Section 1, the vital substances, the building blocks of balance. To really grasp the life cycle of blood in TCM, you have to remember that we're looking at a completely holistic system. It's like a giant puzzle where everything has to fit perfectly. In TCM, blood isn't just viewed as a physical fluid pumping through your veins. It's actually categorized as one of the fundamental substances in the entire body. It works side by side with qi, your vital energy, and your body fluids. Together, this trio is absolutely essential for maintaining your internal balance and ultimately resisting disease. Now, if you're like me, you probably jump straight to bone marrow when you think about where blood comes from. But in the TCM model, blood production relies primarily on a very specific trio of organs acting as a biological factory: the spleen, the liver, and the kidneys. Section 2. Formation, producing the blood, the body's assembly line. Think of this phase as your body's internal assembly line. Let's walk through how this factory actually builds your blood. Step 1 starts with the spleen. The spleen is really the unsung hero here. It's the extractor. It takes the food and fluids you consume and transforms those food essences into qi and blood. Step 2 relies on the kidneys. The kidneys step in to provide the deep, foundational essence known as Jing. This Jing is absolutely vital to nourish your entire blood supply. And finally, step 3, the liver. The liver acts as the master regulator. It stores all that newly formed blood and carefully regulates its volume throughout your body. Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 3, metabolism, renewal and transformation, the ongoing cycle. Once the blood is produced, the work doesn't stop. The liver takes the absolute starring role here. It filters the blood. It acts as your body's nonstop 24/7 central filtering system. But it doesn't just filter, it detoxifies. The liver removes impurities, continuously clearing out waste products to make room for the new. And the liver regulates distribution. It makes sure every drop of that newly cleaned and synthesized blood gets exactly where it needs to go, right on time. But hey, even a star player needs a good team. Metabolism is a massive team effort. To make sure everything stays balanced, the liver works extremely closely with a supporting cast: the spleen, the kidneys, and the heart. Together, they keep that complex metabolic equilibrium perfectly in check. Section 4. Circulation, flowing with qi, the highway system. Okay, so how does all this processed blood actually move? Well, we know about the cardiovascular delivery of oxygen and nutrients, but TCM adds a totally fascinating layer to this. So the crucial point is this: blood and qi are inseparable partners. They flow together continuously. And they don't just move through physical veins, they move through the meridian system. Imagine this as a vast, energetic highway network of channels connecting every single organ and tissue in your body. Basically, where the energetic qi goes, the physical blood follows right behind it. And that brings us to Section 5, harmony and vitality, the impact of flow. So, why does this whole interconnected process of formation, metabolism, and circulation actually matter for you? Well, it all comes down to flow. When you have smooth, unobstructed flow, it's incredible. It maintains your health, it fuels your vitality, and it keeps your entire system in perfect, energized balance. But if there are blockages or disruptions in that flow, things grind to a halt. Energy stagnation sets in. And in TCM, that exact stagnation is what leads directly to pain, inflammation, and chronic issues. So, as we wrap up this explainer on the remarkable life cycle of blood, I want to leave you with a thought. If blood and qi must flow seamlessly together for perfect internal harmony, what might be blocking your vital energy today? Take a moment to really think about your own internal balance. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.